Hey there, everybody. I was just sitting outside and kind of thinking about my whole day, and I had come to realize that I have been without a job for over a year, couple months, and it's been so long since I thought about a paycheck. It's just not become a regular way of thinking because a paycheck doesn't come to me. What's cool about this is that I realized that I had actually, on the day that I stopped working, started spending much more time connecting with other people around the world. And when I was afforded the opportunity to continue that research of what it must be like to live supported, but without a job, without your own paycheck, very limited ability to just fill up the tank and drive endlessly. Lots of cautious money understanding. But nonetheless, I realized that on that day that was kind of when I started receiving my real paycheck. Like being able to connect with so many people around the world. Anyways, it was just beautiful, and I'm thankful for it. And one of the other things I'm thankful for is that I have all these paintings that are not finished, and most of them are not finished because I don't have the right materials at present. But it seems like as long as I stay focused on just being with every new now thing that's happening to me, knowing that whatever it is I'm choosing in each new now moment is adding to that same consistent thread, that same theme that I'm carrying out. Someone close to me mentioned that about themes. What is it that stands out the most about who you are? What can you accentuate about those qualities? Well, anyway, so I know that I'm provided for because even though I don't have the paints for these paintings that I'd at some point love to be able to finish, I also recognize everything comes along in its own time, and I got this sketchbook, which you've seen before, but what I originally started using the sketchbook for was for sketches. And then I kind of realized I didn't really want to be good at sketching anymore. I really kind of wanted to be good at just putting a final piece out there. And I'm going to try and show you these pictures that I've drawn in here in a minute, but I drew most of them with just a thin V5, V7, very fine inked pen. For any of you who aren't familiar with the V5 and the V7, I happen to adore those pens, but anyhow, and then a couple pages in, once I started penciling some ideas in, different pages and what I wanted, I started realizing that I was actually doing really well on the pages that I wasn't sketching, but on the pages that I was just straight up free-flowing, drawing, writing, whatever just happened to come to mind. There were some strategic ones, like this Your Knowledge Box Grows one. That one was penciled in fully, and I took a lot of time on that to have it prepared so that when I did it for the film, that if I made any mistakes, they would be small enough to scoot through and fix. But sometimes a pencil sketch kind of was done like that I just showed you most of the time. And then what I started doing was just drawing without pencil at all and going straight with the ink, because I realized if I don't want to practice the sketching anymore, what I really want to practice is just the final drawing. So let's just start drawing everything finally as if it were the first and last time. So no more sketching, and I kind of came up with this guy right here. These are mangoes on either side. I don't know why we ended up with mangoes on there, but we did. Some particles and some questions, and there's a little quantum sheep in there too. Yay! Anyways, so now I kind of have a new idea for this book, and it's going to be to draw just these final drawings, and then some of them are just like straight ink sketches, you know, like why do we fear? Just looks like pencil. It's actually pen, and there's no pencil underneath it. That's just the way that it happened to come out like that. And then here's another one, heart and mind combining. So obscure, you know. What does that even say? If you have ever loved, you've known something in this unlikely heart and mind coming together. Well, that's pretty. And then I just started this one, but again, you know, no pencil sketching, just... Ooh, that's pretty in there. Hey, look into the eyes, it's not beautiful. What does that one say? Can we get that in there? Wellness comes when the whole is fully aware of all its parts. That's kind of going back to that quantum understanding of yourself. And I'm not saying quantum understanding because I understand quantum specifically and I can articulate every aspect of it, but that finite awareness of all the little ticks and dings inside, every little moment when something's uncomfortable, something's not sitting right, or something doesn't feel right, or you recognize your intuition kicking in, telling you, you know, turn left here, turn right there. And sometimes something magnificent happens, but sometimes you're not aware of that magnificent thing happening because you're under, some of us are under assumptions that cause and effect works like ding, 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 ding. As if you were the only ding, 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 ding happening. And unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, fortunately, which, again, you know, this maybe could take the edge off of things. Everybody else is ding, ding, dinging too, so we try. And I feel like we're doing a pretty good job. And then there's this thing, I don't even know what in the heck, dude. Like, what in the world? Look at this. It's like one of those towel things you hang on your stove. You see those fancy houses with the matching pots, and I don't even know what this ear thing is over here. Stuff floating down inside there. I'm dragging these hearts, which are from these tree leaves. I don't even know what that's all about, but... And then... Did I show you this one already? This one's pretty sweet. How we communicate when we're sharing online. Different information, making assessments. Those are kind of like the ideas in the air here. Points of resonation, and how they activate each person's physiology, and you know what we could consider about it. And then truth at the bottom, it says, truth. Waves of resonation, only seeking that which adds vitality to one's own existence, can be the purpose of all. The purpose of the evolution of Gaia. Perhaps. I don't know. That's pretty much what I do. It's just another thing. I was talking to somebody the other day. I was like, you should probably know who's coming to visit you if you'd like me to come over for tea. Because if we're not going to be talking cohesively, I have a pretty good idea of what I like to talk about, and sometimes maybe I get a little short, perhaps. I don't really get short, I guess. I just sort of disengage almost. I'll have to think about that. Here's one last one. Well, there might be more, but I'm not going to go, unless I find another cool one. But this one right here is sort of communicating with the earth, too. There's a theme here, in case anybody didn't pick up on that theme. But having, you know, the earth on this sort of silken cushion beaming out all of its beauty, and you communicating with it and talking to it and sharing the experience with it. What is this? Mind your own mind. Want to excavate you. Work your own unique anthropology. How are you shaping up in history? The history of human evolution. It's really the only scale of truth we can at least start to see as a collective. Ha ha ha. If we teach it. Oh, Dina. Wow. Oh, she's so funny. Well, the music's done, so why don't we just call it quits? It was beautiful, though. I appreciate that. I just kind of wanted to show some of the sketches I've been working on because, I feel this experience that I'm going through. I don't just intellectualize all of it, and anything that comes to me intellectually is it's accepted, but it's not my gold. My gold is seeing those moments. Posted something about my daughter today when I had said thank you for holding the popcorn at the movies when we went, as she showed no signs of being interested in responding to me at all and was leaning over and grabbing her straw with her lips still locked into those images that were feeding her particular experience and awareness and what it saw and what it was happy with and what resonated with it. And she either completely didn't hear me or she heard me and assessed in a millisecond, because this was fast, folks, that she didn't want to expend energy on me, that she would much rather stay as fully focused where she was. She might not be able to articulate that, but those are two possibilities, and the only reason is because I've felt that. So watching it for consistencies and patterns and being able to someday potentially talk to her about that, it's been mostly like that as a parent with her now. Listen to me. Yikes, 12 minutes? Okay. Started rambling. Sorry, people. It got late and I was going to go to bed and then I started thinking about you guys. So, all right, I love you. Bye.